Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by. Welcome to the Product Management View webinar series. During the presentation, all participants will be in a listen-only mode. The Twitter community is also participating in today's webinar presentation. If at any time during the conference you need to reach an operator, please press *0. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded Wednesday, August 26, 2009. I would now like to turn the conference over to Val Workman. Please go ahead, sir.
Well, thank you, Myra, for the introduction. To those participating through ReadyTalk, Twitter, and those who will be reviewing this webinar later in our podcast or flash presentation, hello. I'd like to welcome you to this new session of the Product Management View series. I'm Val Workman from Ryma Technology Solutions, one of the sponsors of this webinar, and glad to be back from a lot of vacationing. I've been approached by a lot of people who are wanting to know how to present in this series. The best way is to send me an email indicating your desire and background, and we'll see what we can identify a topic that would be appropriate for the series, and you'll be on. The PMV is all about providing a forum for community members to present new and unique ways of addressing product management issues, and we'd love to hear from you. I'd like to also thank ReadyTalk for their generous support of the community effort and welcome Holly from ReadyTalk back again. Holly, are you with us?
I am. Hi, everyone.
I appreciate your help again and look forward to next week's webinar when you're going to be more happy, right?
Absolutely.
Well, Holly is always behind the scenes providing support, and I want to make sure everybody knows that we're grateful for her support as well. Today we'll be using streaming audio, and so no, you don't have to dial in unless you want to. In addition, we'll have the toll-free lines to Canada, the U.S., and parts of Europe and Asia, and I'll be your moderator today. It's my pleasure to welcome Donald McNaughton from Oliver White, who will be presenting Integrated Product Management, or IPM. Donald, maybe you can help us here understand what Oliver White is and what you do there, maybe how that's related to IPM.
Sure. Thanks, Val. Thanks very much for the opportunity. I appreciate it. Oliver White is an education and consulting company focused on business excellence. The company was formed in 1969 by the man Oliver White, who was a pioneer in the area of manufacturing and planning and control. We now have offices in the U.S., Australia, and as well as England. So we cut the globe pretty much. And we focus on helping companies improve their processes so that they can achieve their business objectives and goals. And one of the areas we focus on is the area of product management and taking an integrated approach. And so what I'll do today is show you our view of how to integrate product management into the overall integrated business management model. So Thanks again for the opportunity.
Oh, we're excited. For those of you who are using Twitter, you can follow and add additional conversation and questions using the Twitter hashtag #PMV during this webinar. And continue conversation after this webinar. Today's Twitter PMV conversation will also be posted after on the Product Management Views blog post. And I'd like to encourage you to make comments and ask additional questions on this post. I'll also be collecting the questions throughout the presentation through ReadyTalk, and then we'll be able to address those, Kevin, at the end of the Q&A session. I'm going to go ahead and pass the control over to Donald now, who'll kick off the presentation.
Thanks, Al. So the presentation I'm going to go through is a real high-level summary. I run a 2-day session on this, so we'll get through as much as we can and hopefully give you a good sense of the overall process, which we believe will add value to most organizations. I'd like to start out by giving a tip of the hat to Ryma as well as ReadyTalk. I think it's fantastic what the community has put together through Grandview, PMV webinars, and then just the overall providing access to information is great. So thanks very much for that. We are all grateful. Just start out at a high level and just create an overall sense from a product management perspective what that is. Product management, in our view, is really a role within a business that has the ultimate responsibility for